Hello everyone, takulandira lero mu program yathu ya Maluso ndi chilengedwe. Program imene timakhala tikucheza ndi anthu osiyanasiyana komanso kuphunzitsana kasamalidwe kabwino ka chilengedwe. Ndele lonso litakubwetsani zambiri zabwino tatene tikhale pomwepo kuti tiphunzire limodzi. You're with me, your host, Becky with a good hair.
Yeah, what's up? It's Don Taz here, the original Don Ganga. A new style, I may call it Wah. Anyway, me go me basa tune, I say Wah. You are watching Maluso, the chilengedwe. Keep watching the program there. Wah.
Tisanapitire ndi program yathu takubwetsani kanyimbo ka conservation music akuti Samalani. Tatene tionere limodzi.
There is a world is still yet unseen, in which we have cut our children's dreams, burning land and drying dreams, infertile soul, no food to eat. 11 years to look inside, to change our ways and turn the tide. 11 years to truly find our humble state in nature's mind.
Kukonda chuma ndalama kuti pese, kukondeseza chuma ndalama kupese dziko, kupaya nyama kugulisa masengo nkulakwa, kupaya nyama kushoka sanga nako nkulakwa, kutema mitengo kushoka malasha, kutema mitengo dziko langa laonongeka. Samalilani vinyama vakusanga, Samalilani vite kwa vakusanga, Samalilani vinyama vakusanga, Samalilani vite kwa vakusanga.
Kukula kwandi watabanjebele fula wambona ile nkwane fitiye usuma wampanga yeke wikateme fiti mulya munika mumpili na mumulundu ukabyale fiti konso kaya webo. Samalilani vinyama vakusanga, Samalilani vite kwa vakusanga, Samalilani vinyama vakusanga, Samalilani vite kwa vakusanga. Siku za kuda antwenzo nkala bwino na mtendere manje muntu kusambela gwira ononga dziko samala dziko za kusamala.
Ring the alarm, this is an emergency. It's gonna require bravery. Listen clear, it's a mission, we gon' need your ears. Climate change it is, not a word to just provoke your fears. This should be a trend, hashtag and tell it to your peers. Be a pioneer, never wait for masses to appear. You can make it, you can be the change from the lowest to the highest. With the title by your name, you can make the change.
Water I flow and give survival to creation. Generation to generation, conservation will save the nation. Kariba dam, it is dam. When the water goes low, load shedding goes high. Same problems, same questions, little na my load. Let's recycle manzi, use the manzi wisely. Samalilani, hey, Samalilani, oh, Samalilani, hey,
kumeneko kunali kuimba kwabwino kwa Conservation Music Zambia, kanyimbo kabwino akuti samalirani. Kupitilanu ndi program ya chalelo, Cricket Justice anali ku Northern Region where he did a special about Matchewe waterfall. Tatiyeni ndikhalire limodzi kuti timve kuti kodi kumeneku kunali zotani.
Hello everybody, it's your boy Cricket Justice, and today is very special. We are at Mushroom Farm and it's a very beautiful place. They have amazing things that they are doing here, conserving the environment and keeping the environment clean. So I want you guys to stick around and see what really happens here. And we also have amazing people that we're going to interview, and then they're going to tell us more about themselves and why they are really here. So later on I'm going to show you Matchewe waterfall, but right now just stick around and enjoy. Welcome back, guys. So right here I have a very special guest. She's gonna introduce herself. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Lorraine Maria Nadicho. I'm Kenyan from the western side, Busia. So where I come from, we border Uganda.
Oh, nice.
And I'm here in Malawi. I've met a very nice person here as a friend also. And I decided to chip in and see how we do.
Alright. Is it your first time visiting Malawi?
Yes, it is my first time.
Okay. How do you look at it for the first time?
I'll say it's lovely and I like what I see. You guys have a really nice scenery.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I would like to ask you a question. Like, do you travel oftenly or it's just here and there?
I wouldn't say really oftenly, but I travel after a specific time.
Okay.
Three months, maybe after every 3 months, or at times it delays a little bit.
Yeah.
But at like every 3 months, I have to go somewhere.
That's really great. To you, what does traveling really mean?
Traveling to me means a lot.
Okay.
It means finding myself.
Okay.
Most of the time, I meditate during this time.
All right.
It gives me my me time.
Yeah.
It allows me to know myself better and bond with nature.
Yeah.
So for me, traveling just means a lot. It has a special place in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keyword, nature.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for right
I love
now.
water and nature
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. And
So-
everywhere I go, I have to look for this too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So can you tell me, how do you really connect with nature? And what does nature really mean to you? How important is it to you?
Importance, I really don't know how to explain this,
Yeah.
but at times I just stare and and I'm just like, I don't know how to put it in words.
Yeah.
But it really speaks to me a lot. I mentioned I meditate during this time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And it also allows me to find myself.
Oh, yes.
At times we just get lost in between work and busy cities.
Yeah.
So for me, nature and water just speaks for me in a language that I also don't know.
All right, that's beautiful. Do you think it's really important to take care of the nature? Because I feel like right now, so many people are cutting down the trees. They are littering around. You see people like pissing in these beautiful lakes and doing stuff like that. What can you tell the people out there?
I say it's unfortunate people do this, but I think it's time we just share and talk about it widely, and
Yeah.
people be aware of
Yeah.
what is going on and what nature can do.
Yeah.
And then I think it will take time, but it will be progress, because if we talk about it and tell other people the benefits of nature and how to preserve our lakes and oceans. Where I come from, we have an ocean, sorry.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
how to
nice.
explain to them and make them understand
Yeah.
the purpose of these things, or how good they can do to us when they are well conserved, is
Yeah.
good enough.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you being here, it actually tells that, nature is important, because you're looking for nature here. Had it been that we don't have such a beautiful place, I don't think you would have been here.
No.
So I'm really happy that you actually took time to have a conversation with us. And thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you too for allowing me to share.
All right. Thank you.
Have a nice day too.
Nenanatera sizi nasimangu sizi lelo waziona unalinyamata.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
All right. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Matchewe, and I'm from Germany.
Okay.
I'm here traveling at the moment.
All right.
And yeah,
All right. Nice. Is it your first time in Malawi?
yes, it is.
All right. How do you look at it so far?
I had a very complicated start
Okay.
with immigration. So
Alright.
at the moment I'm very torn between it's complicated on one side, or
Oh,
it
yeah?
can get complicated, and on the other side it's very beautiful and very nice to be here.
All right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want to ask you a question about the environment, nature specifically. To you, how do you connect with nature? Like, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me,
Okay.
and it always has. And I also work with nature conservation
Oh,
and studied biology, so nature was always a very big part of my life.
all right.
And I also do a lot of things in nature in private, like go for hikes, for example, or go
yes.
swimming, stuff
Oh,
like
yes.
this. And for me, it's like the place where the soul can find peace.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep. All right. So, being someone who is a biologist, I can see you're really so much into nature per se. So, how do you feel when you look at people like destroying nature, not taking care of it and stuff like that?
That really depends on the people. Like
Okay.
if it's just people that are not really aware what they are doing privately, it's more that I feel like sorry for them,
Yeah.
because they don't really know what they are destroying and how much it will affect themselves later on.
Sure.
And if it's like people who own companies or things like this and
Yeah.
destroy nature, it really makes me angry, because I
Yeah.
think you know it better and it's just for the profit of the moment.
Oh, yes.
And then I get angry.
All right. So, in a perspective where you know that, for example, the local people, they have these beautiful resources, but they don't know how to take care of them. You find out people are cutting trees, people are riddling and stuff like that. What would you say to such people, and what impact do you think that might have on nature?
I think I would try to explain to them what it actually, or how it will actually affect their own life. Like
Okay.
there's always one thing, for example, with littering. Of
Yeah.
course, it makes the landscape less beautiful, as
Yeah.
well for the people that live there, as
Yeah.
for people that come visiting.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you have a lodge and you want to get more tourists, you
Yeah.
can't do that if the surroundings are very littered,
Yeah.
because people will not really enjoy being there.
Yeah.
But also it affects the people personally, because if you litter the place and you don't really take care of it, it affects how you feel with it,
Yeah.
and you start to take less and less care of it, I think.
Yeah.
And also it affects the nature in, for example, if you litter with plastics,
Yeah.
it will stay there for thousands of years
Oh, yes.
until you get rid of it. And finally, you will consume it with your own food and it will affect your body. And those are things where I think that people are just not aware of.
Yeah. All right. So, can you please tell me a little bit about the conservation side of your work? Like, what do you really do? Yeah.
It's like in Europe, there's a huge network of protection areas. It's called Natura 2000, and it's in every European country. They have a certain amount of these protection areas.
Yeah.
And we had to write to the European Council what we want to protect in there.
Okay.
And now we have to keep these things there for as long as possible, with as many measures as possible.
Okay.
And what I do now is that for the area where I'm responsible, I get a written plan what the people want to do in their area,
All right.
and I have to control that it makes sense. So first of all, does it actually protect the things that we have written we want to protect?
All right.
And second of all, is it manageable with the amount of money we have?
All right.
So it has to be, for once, the best option for the thing we want to protect, and for the other side, it also has to be manageable. It cannot cost millions and millions of dollars that we don't have,
Yeah.
because then it won't work out.
All right. All right, that's beautiful. I mean, nice having you around.
Thank you.
And enjoy your stay here. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have another guest here. Let's hear what she's gonna tell us. And could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Maike. I'm from Germany.
Okay.
I'm pediatrician and in Malawi for already 3 months.
Oh, nice. I thought you were new here.
Nope.
So have you visited so many places so far?
I wouldn't call it so many, but some of them. On my top 10 is Mulanje.
Oh, yes. So of the places you have visited, what did you notice about such places? Like, is there anything that you would love to change, or did you like it the way it was? Tell me if there is something that you really want to change.
So, especially in Mulanje, I
Okay.
really liked the way the area already is protected.
Okay.
So there are posters with like Save Our Cedar, for example.
Yeah.
There's a campaign to plant more of this
Yeah.
around, and also to put out some kind of invasive plants.
Okay.
What I would change about that is our guides couldn't tell us which plants to take.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think a little more teaching in this
Oh,
part
yes.
can be helpful.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, what I always do is when I'm going for a hike is to take the plastic rubbish I find.
Yeah.
And that's also what I did there, but I just found very little, so there was nearly nothing,
Okay.
which really impressed me.
All right, that's beautiful. I hate the word hiking there. What does hiking really mean to you?
It gives me some kind of inner peace.
Okay.
So especially when work has been very busy and there were complicated situations,
Yes.
I really need to go out in nature and do some exercise. For example, hiking,
Yeah.
to get all this negative energy out,
Out,
and
yes.
yeah, can breathe again, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
So I can tell from the conversation that you're really so much into nature as well.
Yes.
So what can you tell people out there who are not taking care of nature? Like, how do you look at it?
I think when more people would spend more time in nature, it would become more important and more relevant for them.
Yes.
And then they would start to protect them from their own. But it's hard to convince them, I think, because if you have a focus on another thing, it's very hard to cross over,
Yes.
maybe. But yeah, I think it would be a good point to put them into nature and see what it's going to do with them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You heard her. She's saying that you need to get much more into nature so that you can actually know what it actually means. I mean, we have so many beautiful places here, and then people, they don't really know the value of such places. So it's very sad that people just misuse these places when they can really take care of them, you know? So I really like what you're trying to entail there. All right, so one more thing. Have you been to the waterfall here?
Yes,
How is it?
it's very nice.
Oh.
Very nice area. Yeah.
We need to show the people right there, right?
So you're going there today?
Yeah, I think these people might really want to know what it actually looks like, you know? All right, so thank you so much. I really appreciate having you here.
Thank you.
It was nice. Thank you.
Mawakulu ako magagonela, agulu amatero. Mawakulu ako magagonela, agulu amatero.
welcome back. So as I said earlier on that we're gonna come down here so that you can see Matchewe waterfalls. So we are on our way there right now. So Mr. Oscar here is gonna show us more and he's gonna tell us more about it. But before we get there, a brief background about this waterfall. Mr. Oscar, can you please tell us more about this waterfall?
Oh, these waterfalls, sometime back, people were hiding here. This is the way to the cave where people were hiding. There were wars. The Arabs were fighting against the Poga people. So people were running away and were hiding under the cave. The cave is so big, it can accommodate about 50 people. So it's where they were hiding. But I can say this waterfalls is a historical place. Many people come from outside to see it. There is a coniferous forest which is looking, as you can see, to the right hand side, to this side where we are. It is a waterfalls which is of about 125 meters long from top to the bottom. Yeah, the trees are looking very nice, and it's just the home of monkeys, like the ebon monkeys and the yellow baboons. They hide here.
Okay, interesting. Right now, let's go there. Can you take me there where the cave is so we can see it?
Yeah, it's where now we can go. Let's go there and see how the cave is, and we'll see it. It's really a beautiful scenario. You enjoy seeing it, and many people will also enjoy seeing it on TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So stick around. Let's go there and see it together. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is the water cave we are talking about. This is where people were hiding. Even if a person can have a child here, a child can cry, nobody can hear from outside. Nobody can hear from afar. They were pounding here, the enemies were not hearing them. So you can see it's so beautiful. It's a large space which can occupy many people, even today, even though somewhere it has gone down, but still more. There is much space.
Ulimbe ntima mwana wanga, ulimbe ntima mwana wanga, marangizo ninanena, marangizo ninane.
This is the force coming out. It's coming from up there. We're going there. But guys, see how it's coming out. Nature is beautiful, guys. Nature is so awesome. Let's preserve it. Let's make sure we preserve it so that we're going to enjoy it and the generations to come should also enjoy it. So come with us. Let's go visit the force.
Mawakulu ako magagonela, agulu agulu amatero. Mawakulu ako magagonela, agulu agulu amatero. Tikanena natera msizirero, sizirero wazibona. Tinkane.
zimene zitu ndi zimene tinakubweretsani mu program yathu ya lero. I hope taphunzirapo zambiri komanso ife ngati Amalawi tizikhala oyamba kupita komalo ngati amenewa kuti tizikazionera tokha. Until next time, you are with me, your host Becky with the good hair. Bye bye.